Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Atin. Okay, if you're new, you're welcome. Kindly click the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment. Okay guys, please leave a comment under my video. Yeah, so today I'm here to talk to you, as you can see in the title, about the real story, the real story of the legendary Miss Koikoi. Gigi. So yeah, a quick backstory before I go into this story, this tale. Well, Miss Coco she's believed to be a ghost, yeah, a ghost that haunts every boarding school, like most secondary boarding school in Africa. Okay, when I say Africa, I mean West Africa. When I say West Africa, I mean Nigeria. I mean Nigeria because if you've ever been to any boarding school, even some person that did not even attend a Nigerian boarding school, they've heard of Miss Koi Koi one way or the other. So, while we were younger, like when I was in GSS 1, that was the first time I ever heard of anything like Miss Koi Koi. But people just say the story, they just talk about the story, and they say if you set your eye on Miss Koi Koi, you're going to vanish and your family will not see you again. Some people said Miss Koi Koi is going to kill you, but fortunately, okay, like I said in my previous video, one of my videos where I spoke about my top 3 scary moments in my secondary school, I said in that video that we didn't have anything like Miss Koi Koi disturb us that time, or where you say somebody drop hair that was plaiting the hair. No, it didn't happen in my school. Okay, so we're that fortunate. God was so good to us. God was so good to us. So yeah, this Miss Koi Koi story, I went to do my research. I just wanted to know the real story of the lady, the famous Miss Koi Koi, because every student in boarding school, Nigerian boarding school, always feared Miss Koi Koi. Then I realized that it was actually not only in Nigeria. It's also, this story also happened in Ghana, it happened in Nigeria, they have the story in Nigeria, they have the story in Ghana, they have the story in South Africa. So I went ahead to look for the story of the Nigerian legendary Miss Keke. Miss Koi Koi. You can call her a legend because Mama na legend, no. Mama na legend. Somebody that have been existing from age to age, that we've been hearing of from age to age. Well, I bet Mama na legend. So yeah, I want to talk about the legendary Miss Koi Koi, the real story. So sit back and enjoy. So yeah, the story that I read about Miss Koi Koi is that she was the so-called Miss Koi Koi. Some people call her um Lady Koi Koi, Madam Koi Koi. They said this so-called Miss Koi Koi, before she became Miss Koi Koi, was a very fashionable teacher in one of the federal secondary schools, of which they did not even specify which secondary school. Okay, Mama was teaching, they didn't specify. So they said she was just a fashionable teacher. She always wear a red blood lipstick, and she'll match it with a very beautiful pair of red heels. Okay, so they said Madam Koi Koi was a very wicked person, which is leading me to somewhere. When I say she's a very wicked, I mean she was very nasty, she was wicked. She would beat students at every given opportunity. She would beat them. Maybe she asks you a question in class and you can't answer, or every opportunity that she has, she would just beat students. And she was so annoying to the extent that people start seeing her as a bitter teacher, a sad teacher, maybe. You know, all these teachers that are always very sad in school, all those teachers that used to beat somebody, do you know what we call them? What I used to just call them in my mind? I'm like, this person is going through menopause, maybe that's why she's stopping us. But in the case of Miss Koi Koi, they said she would beat any teacher. And so there was a time she slapped a female student, and I think the lady went deaf. Yeah, she went deaf, and during PTA meeting happened because of this matter, and then she was fired. Okay, so Madam Koi Koi was fired because she slapped a student and the student went deaf. Now the story is that when they fired Miss Koi Koi, she vowed that she was going to take her revenge on the school, that she would make sure she deal with them. Now, the day they fired Miss Koi Koi was going home when she had a car accident and she died on the spot. Now, they said she goes around every Nigerian secondary school to look for the girl. It doesn't just make any sense to me, seriously. You offend somebody, they fire you, now you're looking for the person again. That's why this story looks kind of sketchy to me, okay? Because I'm like, okay, why is she not looking for them? why is she looking for the girl in every Nigerian secondary school? The girl for don't even come out for secondary school since this day. So even if Miss Koikoi has sense, she's not supposed to be in every Nigerian secondary school. Just go to that secondary school. I'll be looking for Miss Koikoi, not every Nigerian secondary school. Okay? Yeah. So that's story one. So every Nigerian story must have a part two. And now here is the part two. The part two is that the other story of Miss Koikoi that we heard is that Madam Koikoi was a teacher and she was nasty. In most of her stories, she's nasty, okay? Yeah, so she's nasty and she would beat students at every given opportunity also. But in this case, the story in this case is that some guys in school, you know, these guys that will be like, we must take our revenge on this teacher. This teacher, we've had it enough with this teacher. We've had it up to here. We must deal with this teacher. So one day, Madam Koikoi was going back home with her red heels, and you know, as beautiful as she is, she was going back home. While she was going home, these boys attacked her on the road and then beat her. Okay, they said they beat her to the extent that out of annoyance they beat her till she was no longer moving anymore. In fact, they said one of them took her shoes, one of her red shoes, and then hit her with it. When they noticed she was not moving anymore, they carried her body and threw it outside the fence and threw the shoe away. So now they said Miss Koikoi comes back. So now they said Miss Koikoi comes back looking for a shoe. So you know, the koikoi is like she's walking on one heel, and then the other one she's looking for it. So she's always like, where's my shoe, where's my shoe? And now this is it. If they said if you set your eyes on Miss Koikoi, you're either going to vanish or you're either going to be beaten to death, just the way they beat her to death. So we don't know which of this story is true. We don't know if it is somebody that just thought of it, because when I checked online, some people said it's just to keep students in their rooms outside after light out. That's why they came up with that Miss Koikoi story, that it's just a myth, it's just something that they just, you know, they just think of it that let's just be using this thing to keep students in their hostel after light out. So yeah, that's Miss Koikoi's story for Nigeria. And for Ghana, they said, so I don't know which one we are going to believe. All I just know is that there's Miss Koikoi and there's Madam Koikoi. But for Ghanaians, they said the story of Miss Koikoi in Ghana is that Miss Koikoi was teaching the woman. She's also a very fashionable teacher, a very pretty teacher. In fact, if she's walking on her heels in the hallway in school that year, you'll be a ko. But then she was teaching a very, very, very naughty set of students. The student she was teaching was very naughty. She would be chasing them around just to put them to order. So one day she was chasing a student across the road. She was trying to bring the student back to class. So she was chasing the student along the road with one of her shoe in the air. So she was running. As she was running, a car was coming. The car hit her. She didn't know the car was coming, so the car hit her and then she died, which made her shoe fling away. This particular story is from Wikipedia, okay? Before people come and join me, go and read Wikipedia and learn and see the story by yourself. But that's the story I saw on Wikipedia, okay? So they said the shoe went in the air, and then since that day, Miss Koikoi always come back to look for her shoe. So they say anytime you see her in Ghana, you have to shout Madam Koikoi and then you run. You have to scream Madam Koikoi and then you run. Okay, so that is the story of Madam Koikoi. So let me tell you, which story did you hear? Was there Madam Koikoi in your secondary school? In mine, there was no Madam Koikoi, but was there Madam Koikoi in your secondary school? Let me know, okay? Because this is the story I heard of Madam Koikoi. This is the real legend that we all know in Nigerian secondary schools. Afa, what's your own story? Let me know your own Madam Koikoi story in the comment section below, okay? Did you attend the Nigerian boarding school? So what's your story? Let me know. I'm waiting to read every one of it in the comment section below, okay? Right. So I'll see you guys in my next video. If you watched till now, you're a good person. God will bless you. Thank you. So I'll see you guys in my next video. I have much more amazing content coming for you guys in this channel. If you love my pretty face and you want to see me again, please subscribe and also click on the bell notification below. I'll see you guys in my next video, and until then, please stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.